something so cool, you just got to tell somebody. Like, you have to share it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Happens to me all the time. What is it this time?
Well, it's this project, right? Called REC The Jam out in Rotterdam.
REC The Jam. Interesting name. What is that? Some kind of music festival?
Not exactly. This is more like imagine like a platform where the recording studio, I is the stage. Get it?
Okay, now I see why you're so hyped about this. You know how much I love discovering new music and creative collaborations. So is this like live performance recordings or something?
It's really hard to describe, but you're getting close. The whole point is it's raw, unpredictable. They get all these artists together from like all different genres and just let them go at it.
Sounds pretty wild. But I get it. There's something really special about that kind of spontaneous creativity. Like jazz musicians riffing off each other, but with like a modern twist.
And that name, right? REC The Jam. First time I heard it, I was like, that is genius. It's catchy, but it also kind of sounds like record if you say it a certain way. Clever, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I see what they did there. But let's get back to the music for a sec. What kind of artists are we talking about? Are we talking big names or up-and-comers?
That's one of the coolest parts. It's open to anyone. Literally any musician or artist can apply.
Really? That's fantastic. It really levels the playing field and gives everyone a shot, regardless of their following or experience. So it's a really diverse mix then.
Totally. I mean, where else are you going to see like a jazz drummer jamming with an electronic music producer or a folk singer with a hip hop artist?
Now that you mention it, that totally makes sense. That kind of unexpected combination of genres could lead to some truly groundbreaking stuff. Are there any collaborations that have come out of it? Like, have you heard of any of these artists before?
Honestly, most of them are totally new to me, which is part of the excitement. And here's where it gets even cooler. It's not just about recording the session, it's about building connections. They actually share the contact info for all the artists right there under the YouTube video.
Wait, seriously? That's amazing. That's like a built-in networking platform. You hear a sound, you're like, boom,
yeah.
There's their email, their Instagram, whatever. Talk about making collaboration easy. That's light years ahead of just hoping someone checks your DMs.
Right. Like, imagine you're listening to one of these REC The Jam sessions and you're blown away by, say, the bass player. Their sound is exactly what you've been looking for your own music. Well, boom, right there below the video is all their info. Connect instantly.
It's like they've designed the whole thing to spark these organic collaborations.
Yeah.
And it makes you realize how many potential musical partnerships are out there, just waiting to be discovered. It's all about breaking down those barriers and creating the right environment for creativity to flourish.
Exactly. Now, another thing that's really interesting is that this is all happening in Rotterdam. You know, it's not exactly known as a global music capital or anything.
Yeah, but you know what? Rotterdam has been quietly becoming this hub for innovation and creativity. Mm-hmm. They're doing some really cool stuff over there, and REC The Jam seems like a perfect example of that.
Right. They're not afraid to think outside the box. And speaking of thinking outside the box, the team behind REC The Jam is pretty amazing too. We're talking about Black Sparks, Vonnie Rich, Murr, and DJ Two Dope as the director and editor. That's some serious talent right there.
Absolutely. Black Sparks being involved is huge. They're known for pushing boundaries and always trying new things, so it makes sense they'd be behind something as innovative as REC The Jam.
For sure. They've definitely got their finger on the pulse of what's new and exciting in the music world.
So what are we thinking? Is REC The Jam the future of music collaboration?
Well, it really makes you wonder, right? What if this is how the next big musical act gets their start? Not in some fancy studio, but in this raw, energetic jam session.
It's a tantalizing thought. All that untapped talent out there just waiting for the right opportunity to connect and create. And who knows, maybe REC The Jam is the key to unlocking it all.